We don't get many car companies who are willing to step outside of the box, step outside of the norm, and do something completely different. Actually get their consumer base excited for their next projects. What you're looking at is a 2025 Genesis X Grand Coupe. And it looks absolutely marvelous, bro. You cannot deny that they put a lot of time and effort in this. It's a concept, of course, but like, I'm mesmerized. I've never seen a color code like this in my life. This thing nastier than a tampon vending machine that also serves coffee. But this is what's crazy. How did they create a better coupe than Dodge? That new Charger EVBS, throw that out the window. How is it that Dodge is letting Genesis beat them? I predict in like maybe 3 to 5 more years, Genesis is going to take over the luxury car market. Hell, their sister company, Kia and Hyundai, doing some amazing things too with the Stinger and the Hyundai Elantra N, which is also a muscle car destroyer. There's not a Mercedes-Benz, a BMW, or an Audi with any type of interior like this, bro. Look at the attention to detail. Look at the little leaves on the side of the door. The browns, the greens, bro. It looked like autumn in this vehicle. This is a level of detail that you only see in Bentleys, AMGs, the G-Wagons, Brabus, stuff like that. But for Genesis to be coming out with this level of creativity in their vehicles, like, I'm all for it. This was not on my 2025 bingo card. Okay, so this rivalry between Ford and Chevy spans like many years, even before your folks was born. So 1953 at Autorama, GM decided to release the Chevy Corvette, but people didn't like it because it was too European and slow. Came with a 6-cylinder and a manual transmission. Ford responded to the Corvette with one of the most gangster vehicles ever created outside the Lincoln Continental, the T-Bird. In fact, I want to believe that Ford looked at the Corvette and reverse engineered it, because the first gen T-Bird literally looks like a first gen Corvette with more defined features. Now we're talking about 50s and 60s Ford, the same motherfuckers who decided that Ferrari was a op and beat them at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. No, bro. The problem with the T-Bird was throughout the years, it slowly became indefinite. It became bigger. It became smaller, bigger again, right? Yeah, they just, versus Corvette, they just kept the formula the same. You look at every generation of Corvette, like the C2 all the way to C8, it's a vet. Let me put you on some game. This is a Thanos level threat. Nah, bro, this is like a Thanos with waves in his head level threat. A pair of black forces and some skinny jeans. That's some scary ass shit. So what people do, they go on Ford's website. They be like, all right, cool. I want a single cab F-150. Then they go get the Coyote and the 4-wheel drive option. We're talking about a 4-wheel drive, 10-speed, 5-liter V8 powered single cab. And you add long tube headers, billet oil pump gears, and a 3-liter Whipple, aka the Hispanic GTR. We're talking about a truck that hauls more ass than Wendy Williams and Continence Pad. We're talking about a truck nastier than your stepmom's search history. We're talking about nastier than a librarian selling coochie on Christian Mingle. Bro, it's still a Ford. The GMC Cyclone better. Man, this is just a GMC Sonoma with a Flintstone gummy. Unless something drastic has been done to this truck, I don't think this is going to hold a candle to guys making 1,500 to 1,700 horsepower in twin turbo Coyote powered single cabs with 4-wheel drive. Use your common sense. This is a fully built Trans Am. I'm talking about Stage 3 Tremec T56, fully built LT1, makes 500 horsepower, has a big ass cam, a 52 millimeter throttle body, long tube headers, full speed engineering exhaust. It's exactly what you would expect a build to be in like the year 96 to 2005. You're talking about nastier than a Korean lawyer getting a lap dance from an Atlanta stripper with Alzheimer's. The LT1 platform isn't a bad platform. 5.7 LT1 is not bad. It's just, it's almost as though Stevie Wonder made a guest appearance to the executive building when GM was designing this engine. It's not bad, but it just seemed like a motherfucker made a purpose mistake. It just feels like it feels wrong, but it sound good, but it make you want one, and then you realize, fuck, I gotta take the goddamn water pump off just to change the OptiSpark. That's like if you on a date, right? Okay, she get ready to give you the nookie, but she got some padlocked panties on with a triple defense system. You got to get all of that out the way before you get to the goods. Overall, I love the build. This is the owner, and from his pants to shoe ratio, it tells me your mom ain't safe. But comment below, do you think this is a 10 out of 10?